Hey everyone, it's Glendene, and I am finally going to show all of you where I live. I moved into my own house in April, and I've been living here ever since April. And right now I'm giving you a tour of my backyard. I have a really nice backyard, although I don't hang out here very much. You can see that there's a lot of trees everywhere, and all of these trees are fruit trees. We have pomegranate, apple, pear, persimmon, we have a cherry tree, and we have a currant bush, and we have a couple of hazelnut trees. And we don't hang out here much because it's kind of buggy back here, and that's uncomfortable. But here, this is my house. I don't think I can, no. And the house isn't completely finished. It's a 2-story house, and there are several rooms. This is one room downstairs, and this is another room downstairs, but both of these are unfinished rooms. They have unfinished floors, mud floors, and brick walls, and it's completely unfinished. So that's the backyard, and now I'm going to take you to the front of the house. This is the side of the house. And this is where our landlords who live across the street, they store some of their stuff. Mostly junk. It's not too bad though. A little bit of junk. So we're entering the scary part of the house, the most scary part of the house. And it's scary because it's where a lot of bugs live. Unfortunately, we have a cockroach problem. And I don't know, maybe some other critters. When I come out here at night, which I have to do because this is our toilet, you're looking at our toilet right now. Lovely porcelain hole in the ground. No toilet paper in the hole, so that's why we have a garbage can, and then we have a little watering can there to clean ourselves, if you want to clean yourself. Yeah, and when I come out here at night, I turn on all the lights, and I take a good look around to make sure that there's no critters crawling anywhere that I don't want them to be. So this is our hammam, or our shower. And as far as outdoor shower stalls go, it's a pretty nice one. Obviously it's not outdoors, but it's not inside the house. And it's newly tiled, and it's pretty clean. The floor is stained a little bit, but it's, for the most part, it's pretty clean. We had to jerry-rig our shower head because it doesn't stay in the pipe. We have a gas heater, so we have to, if we want hot water, we have to heat the water ourselves. It takes about an hour in the winter, not very long in the summer. I don't really use it in the summertime, it's so hot here. And then these are our wash basins. We do all of our laundry by hand. We don't have a washing machine. But, you know, some people do. Just depends. We just don't have one in our house. So all of our laundry is done by hand. And this is the front yard. There's some rose bushes. And that's an apple tree. And I think in front of it is a quince tree. And it's kind of like a little Zen garden with all the rocks. This right here is our water tank. And if we want water in the house, we have to fill the tank. And that happens probably every couple days or so. And how you do it is you take a bucket of water and you have to prime the pump. So this is the hand pump, and you pour water into that pipe there, and then you pump it until it starts overflowing. And then what you do is you have to plug the electric water pump in, and you keep hand pumping until water starts coming out of this hose right here. And then once there's an even steady stream of water coming into this pipe, then you can just let it rest, and the water will flow. It'll fill up the water tank. And when the water tank is full, it starts pouring out of the top of that. And that's when you unplug it. You know that it's filled. That's our laundry line. Sorry the sun is in your eyes. It gets very, very sunny out here. This is our front gate. It's enclosed, which is nice. And here's, basically it's a carport, But this is nice to have in the summertime because it does get really sunny out front. This is a nice place to hang out. We have a table. We eat dinner out here sometimes. Hula hoop out here. Have parties out here. We had a big 4th of July party. There were about 50 people here. We made these benches from bricks and wood. Peace Corps volunteers are very thrifty and very ingenious with their resources. Here's our Betty Crocker quick bake oven. It's the electric version. It doesn't work with a light bulb inside of it like the original Betty Crocker ovens do. And it actually has temperature control and thermostat, which is a little bit more advanced as well. My bedroom, my shoe rack. No shoes inside an Azerbaijani house. That is true of every house in Azerbaijan. No shoes inside. And this is my bedroom. This is where I live. This is my living room. I've divided it up into, into little spaces so that it feels a little bit more homey. And when I have people over, they don't have to sit on my bed. I can actually offer them a chair and a couch to sit on. It's my gas heater. I light that in the winter time. My table / desk where I do all of my work. I hang out here, I read, watch a movie, whatever. This is my bookshelf. The bricks and wood out there that we're using for benches, I originally bought that to make a bookshelf from, but my landlord, she saw me taking all the stuff out of the taxi and she said, "What are you doing with that stuff?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to make a bookshelf." And she said, "You don't need to make a bookshelf from that. I have a bookshelf for you." And so she brought me upstairs to one of the empty rooms, unlocked it, and lo and behold, was this cute little 1970s bamboo style, I don't know, Pier 1 import bookcase. There you have it. That's my bookcase. My nightstand, which is just a box with a piece of cloth over it. My bed. Basically, it's a metal mesh hammock with a very thin mattress on top of it. It's a mattress stuffed with lamb's wool. That's how they use mattresses out here. Now this was a gift to me by my host brother in Sumgayit. It's a beautiful ink drawing by a friend of his who lives in Azerbaijan. And it's a really special gift to me. I've never seen anything else like this in Azerbaijan. And, and his friend made it. It's hand-drawn, and I just think it's really pretty. So this is the rest of my room. This is my little yoga / meditation corner. I had my yoga block. That's the yoga block. I had that made here in Azerbaijan. It's just 2 pieces of wood glued together, and then I covered it in duct tape so that I didn't get splinters. And then my view, which is just the outside. Alright, so that's it for my bedroom. Now, let me take you upstairs and show you the rest of the house. Pardon the, I gotta get my shoes on. Alright, here we go. Front door. See the staircase going upstairs. So here's one of the rooms. Can't get into it. It's one of the unfinished rooms downstairs. Another shoe rack. Take the shoes off, come in. We had to put screens on all of our doors and windows because a lot of homes here don't have screens, even though there's so many bugs, flies and mosquitoes, and I don't know why they don't put screens on their windows. So we're going up the stairs. And the first room that we enter is the kitchen. Aside from my bedroom, probably my favorite room in the house because I love to cook. So this is where I cook. That's our stove top. It does work. Only one burner works, but the oven does not work. We use it for storage. I inherited a lot of stuff from the previous Peace Corps volunteer. A lot of kitchen stuff. We have to buy a lot of stuff too. That's our sink. This is exciting, isn't it? And table. I'm going to be making some hummus later. Those are chickpeas. I'm also going to be making some granola. Those are oats. known as Gerkulis in Russian, which is what they call it here. And this is our dining room / common room. That's our rug, table and chairs. It's a room with a view. It actually has a pretty nice view. It's green here in Xachmaz. There's lots of trees. It's barren in the winter. I mean, all the trees lose their leaves and it's brown and it's muddy. But in the spring, man, this place comes alive and it's beautiful. Flowers on every tree because all the trees are fruit producing. It's really, really gorgeous. All right, so now I'm going to take you to the rest of the house. Can you believe how big this house is? I feel really lucky that we live here. It's a pretty nice house. So basically this is just like a hallway / pantry area. This door has a room behind it that's finished, but it leads to another room that's not finished, and then here's another door that leads to an unfinished room. I had to buy a new refrigerator last week. This is my new refrigerator. You can congratulate me. And the reason I had to buy a new refrigerator, it's our pantry, my Cuisinart that I'll be using later to make hummus. Food processor, not a Cuisinart. Is because I was cleaning out my freezer. And this refrigerator is so ghetto. First of all, let me show you. It doesn't close. It never closed. So you have to, we had to jerry-rig this mechanism to close it. It has a hook and you put it on the door like so. And that worked kind of, but the cold always seeped out and everything was always wet inside. Anyway, our freezer didn't work. It didn't freeze things. You'd put things in the freezer and they wouldn't. You could put a tray of ice in the freezer and it wouldn't freeze. But it had a leak in it and it would drip water. And, you know, it's not one of these self-defrosting freezers. It's one that freezes over, and so you have to clean it out. And there was tons of ice in it, so I was cleaning it out and I was using a knife and a hammer. And I hit the Freon gas line, and I'm sure you can figure out what happens from there. All right, so now we're in my housemate Linnea's room, which was probably the family's common room, living room, maybe dining room also. They could have used it for that and a bedroom. Azerbaijanis use rooms a little bit differently than we do. Depends on how many people they have living in their family, but this is definitely their china cabinet, and they still have some of their china in here. We don't use any of it. And it's a guest bed. Yeah, so this is Linnea's room. She has lots of stuff on her walls that her friends have given her, and pictures of friends and family. Let's see, I'm there. This is Linnea. This is me and Linnea. Let's see if I can get that focused. Well, not so much. Anyway, that's me and Linnea. All right, folks, that's it. This is where I live. Let's see if I can get a shot of myself. I'm glad I got to show this to you, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. And this is where I'll be living until, hopefully until December 2012, when I'm on my way back to the States. I miss you guys. I love you, and I hope everyone is well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.